Let's just get right to it. All right. Okay. So first off, welcome. Thank you all for coming to our channel, checking out Virtual Battlegrounds. If you don't know about Virtual Battlegrounds already, it's a virtual reality battle royale built from the ground up for VR. I actually asked a bunch of people on Reddit like 2.5 years ago what kind of game they'd want to see us build, and now fast forward to our current time frame, we finally did it. The game's out. Launch week was a little tough for those of you that know about VR Battle Royale, but it's come a long way since then. And we're doing these weekly updates to keep everyone updated, know what's going on, and know about all the new features we're building. And we got a lot to talk about this week, and I'm excited to share it with you. So first off, let's just get right into it. I'm going to show you guys the cool thing we've been working on this last week. You know, when we were talking with the community about what game mode they wanted to see, and with the developers, this was the most voted for game mode. So we've built it now, and it's something really cool. If you've ever been a little kid, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say the floor is lava, although we put a little bit of a twist on it, and the water is now lava instead of the floor, and the water is raising constantly. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a video of what that actually looks like. Cool. That's the thing, guys. So this weekend only, water is lava game mode. So this whole game mode thing, it's a fun way for us to get everyone together, play with the community, and just drop new stuff. It's also a way for us to start marketing a little bit. So this is going to be a really fun weekend. Like I said before, if you were ever a little kid, the floor being lava, this is like a dream of yours, right? Now we put this into a game, so it should really change the way you play a battle royale, which I think will be really interesting. 6 p.m. Eastern time is going to be our first event, and that's 11 p.m. UTC. I'm throwing out UTC, the Universal Time now, for all you guys that aren't in the US, so that you have a better idea when we're actually playing. And then tomorrow at 1 p.m. or 6 p.m. UTC Saturday, those are going to be our planned events. Those are the same times every week, so if you're tuning in for the first time, no, it's always those same times every week. 6 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. UTC on Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. UTC on Saturday, and other things that we've done this past week that's in this build. We're not going to release a bunch of patch notes, but these are things I'll communicate with you guys. Just a few hot fixes. We thought we fixed the backpack to the hand, the previous patch. We think we fixed it again this patch. We did some more stuff to it, so hopefully if your hand won't get attached to your backpack anymore. We also fixed some issues with the parachuting. There was like a couple bugs where you could land and your parachute would still be attached to you. Obviously, the parachute was a new system we had just released, so these kind of things were kind of expected that would pop up. There was an issue, though, and that's been fixed. And there were some issues with the victory and the death music not syncing to your volume slider. So those of you that had your sound effects turned down, and then all of a sudden you were hit in the face with 110% volume of the victory or the loss sound effects, we're sorry. That's been fixed as well. That's most of what's been done. Like I said, most of the major fixes and changes we have, we're really packaging into the Season 2 update. And then so right now we're like sprinkling game modes and then some like hot fixes and that kind of thing weekly. But the Season 2 update is where all the excitement is. And with that being said, I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about Season 2. And I'm going to share some things with you I haven't shared before. So hopefully this is a little bit exciting for you guys. So first thing that I'm going to share with you is this location that we've been working on forever now. So let me go ahead and, so boom. All right, man, my face is so small down there. I gotta fix that, but that's okay. Okay guys, so this is the warehouse district. This is something the team's been working on for a while now. And it is, in my opinion, by far the best area we've built in the game. So this is actually, if I scroll out here, let's scroll out a little bit. And let's take a look at the map. So I turned the terrain off so you could kind of see where it's at. So this is actually Mount Awesomeburg right here. And there's like Sanford, right, and Maitland. or Maitland East for those of you guys that have been around long enough. Maitland West and Maitland East. So there is our new location. It's actually pretty big. You can't really tell from here, but it's pretty big. You can see it's like multiple times larger than the lighthouse, and it kind of extends this part of the island. Before, there's like nothing here basically. So let's come down a little bit. So the reason I like this location so much is it's just really well designed. So let's turn on lighting here. You can see we've spent a lot more, like after having worked in VR for a while now and building a lot of areas, we've got a better feel for like what's fun and what's not. So here's like an instance of a little area in here, but here's like, let's take a look at the interior of these buildings. So yeah, a lot more like opportunity for play. There's like multi-levels here. This is a pretty simple warehouse here. There's like an underground area here. You can like pop out locations left and right. We got this wall. So the train actually does build in back here, guys. I turned the train off because it's not set up right in this version, but the train comes in here and there's like multiple areas where you can enter into the warehouse district, as we've dubbed it. Here's like another location. Cool, these like warehouses connect. You can like enter in the rooftop for multiple locations. We've thought about like how, let's talk about the game design theory a little bit behind this. So we've put a lot of thought into our buildings. In the past, our buildings were very narrow, and that works, I think, for some flat screen games. But for virtual reality, we learned that we want our rooms to be a lot more open. There needs to be a lot more opportunity for play and for fighting, and we didn't really have that. So here, let's take a look at this building. This building's one of my favorite ones, actually. So here now, when you walk into one of these rooms, and I think like Fortnite and Warzone do a pretty good job of this, there's a lot more, like if we were to like have a bunch of narrow hallways, there wouldn't be a lot of opportunity for play. Now there is, right? So you come into this room, and you've already got a pretty good visual layout of the surface area that you're in. So there's multiple locations of entry, so players can come from a lot of different locations of entry. There's also multiple locations for shootouts. So you walk into a room like this, there's multiple areas you can hide in, there's multiple areas people can see you in, and it just changes the way the gameplay works. Whereas a lot of our older buildings, they felt very constricted, there wasn't a lot of opportunity for play. That's been changed a lot. There's also like roof axes everywhere. So you can see this is a actually a three-story building here. We've also put zip lines in a few different locations to make it kind of easy to traverse about. We've already had the devs have been testing this area. We've had a few like I'm not sure, forklift battles with fists only. That was kind of fun. So yeah, guys, this is a new area that's dropping, the warehouse district. Now on top of this, I'm gonna go ahead and switch my camera feed back over to me. On top of this, obviously, we've got new guns dropping. I think I've told you guys already, we're dropping in new shotguns. So pump action shotguns, a few different variations of pump action shotguns. We might drop a different kind of gun too. We'll see. We'll see what you guys think. What else are we doing? Let's see. Check my notes. Our new lobby system. This comes with a new location for the lobby too, by the way. The lobby's completely changing. It's going to get a visual update. The way you load in the matches is going to change. It's going to feel a lot easier to get in the matches. We're also going to speed the zone up a little bit as part of the Season 2 update. We might actually release that a little sooner, just so that games are a little faster and you get in the matches quicker. Players are able to play with one another more. One of the things we notice with our events is when we have, say, 20, 25 people online during our events, is usually it ends up getting split up into two groups playing matches. We like to speed up our lobbies fast enough so most of the same group can just play matches together, especially with the new lobby system. It should make it very easy for players to do that. We're also adding down states to squads, so squad mates can go down. You can revive them, pick them back up. It should make squads modes a lot better. And we're also automating that whole voting process. There's not any voting anymore for game modes. It's always going to be ranked. Bots are always going to be on. And squads or solos mode will be automatically determined for you based on the number of players online. So if there's very popular games, it's going to automatically be squads modes. Some of you guys might like that. Unfortunately, I think it's just the best way to go about it when we have such low player counts, just to automate the system. So that's pretty much everything I got for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the Twitch chat now and see if you guys have any questions for me. It doesn't look like you do yet, but if you guys have any questions for me, now is the time. But yeah, this is Season 2. I guess we can fly back in here, right? And I can show you guys a little more. This location seriously is cool, and it's very big. Let's pull in. It's not too big, but it's very big. I mean, that's a crate. A player is about half that height, so about half as high as that crate. Speaking of bugs, how can people report them? That's an excellent question, Jay. Thank you for asking. So let me go ahead and, if you're watching online, I'm going to assume that you might be let me go ahead and pull up our bug reporter. And for those of you that do run into bugs, I am sorry. It is part of early access development, guys. And it's going to happen. We're fixing them as quickly as we can. Note that it is one of our highest priorities is fixing bugs, and we've been fixing a lot of them. I think we fixed like 500 to 1,000 so far since we've launched early access. We have a log of all the bugs that we fix. It might not be. It might be 400. I don't know. It's up there. But let me go ahead and show you guys where, if you have a bug, you can tell us. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and switch my screen capture here. So here's on our Steam page. So there's also one of these on our Discord page, but it's also on our Steam page. There's a bunch of ways to do it. We have a bug reporting tool. Very simple. So you click the bug reporting tool. We have a list of all of our bugs. The first thing you want to do is check, okay, do the guys already know about this bug? So here you can see all the different bugs that we fixed already. There's a lot of them here. We've actually fixed a lot more than are in here. But you can see here's all the ones that fixed, the ones we fixed since we've launched the game. There's a bunch. And then there is these ones that we know about. There's ones that we're working on already, and there's ones that are coming soon. And then there's probably some we don't know about too. So if you have a bug, use this bug reporting tool. Use a Google form right here. Okay, it's okay to continue to your external site on these. And you can tell us if you have a Discord ID, tell us. If you don't, you can just say blah 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 blah. It's fine. The reason we ask for it is so that we can follow up with you if we have any questions about the bug you reported. Title your bug, what's it called? Let's say your parachute broke. We'll say parachute broke. Explain what the bug is. You say my parachute broke. So you'd say like my parachute is flying everywhere and it teleported me across the map like a ragdoll. I haven't seen this one, but hey, stuff can happen. Well, obviously, I should just parachute normally. And the reason we ask these questions that are kind of redundant is sometimes depending on what the bug is, we don't know like how the game should behave. Like for example, if you say my gun's not working, and then you don't really explain to us how your gun's not working, it'll help us by explaining to us if you say specifically, well, my magazine isn't popping into my gun properly. It's like popping in 6 inches to the left, and you say, well, my magazine should pop in, where it should by default in the center, right? So that's like an example, and it helps us sometimes depending on what the bug is. And then probably the most important part on here is tell us how to reproduce the bug, because a lot of times you say my magazine broke, and we go, okay, like there's a billion ways your magazine can break, and if you can tell us, well, when I tried to put the AK magazine into the MP4 gun, and I clicked trigger like 10 times before, and then I went to press in. I had an Oculus headset too, by the way. Like all of that helps a lot, so then we know exactly how to reproduce it. Because that's usually the hardest thing we have is someone will have a bug, but it's never happened before, and we'll spend literally 6 hours trying to reproduce it, and then we can't, and we go, well, I guess it's fixed. And then the person will have the same issue again. It'll be just because we didn't click trigger before we put in the magazine. It'll be something as silly as that. So let us know if you can how to fix the bug, or to reproduce the bug. Not to fix it, that's on us, but how to reproduce the bug. Anything else we should know? Here's a great place if you took any screenshots or video, put it in there. That helps a lot. Yeah. Okay, so Alex says parachute never breaks because it's perfectly perfect. Well, that's because Alex programmed the parachute. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Again, make sure you play this weekend. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that like and subscribe button. And if you guys are watching me live, I'm sorry. Okay. I will see you on the Battlegrounds soon, Warriors.